Hi, my name is Demarcus Cherison Johnson. I want to speak on what my behalf of Black Lives Matter. As a young black man, I have been involved with community events since I was a little kid. I have been part of South Apopka Safe Neighborhood, which is owned by the county. I have been part of the county youth organization. I have been part of all organizations to make a difference, including my own. I also assisted with other organizations from Sanford all the way to Apopka. Recently, I'm talking about my situations because recently I have been a target of Black Lives Matter. Not too long ago, during the Trayvon Martin March, I marched through the city of Sanford. I marched through the city of Apopka. But recently, I had got pulled over. I'm sorry, I was already on the shoulder, but an officer came onto me and said that, was I okay? She asked for identification. I gave her my ID, my gun permit, because my ID was not around me at that time. I think it was in my pocket. In order for me not to get shot, I gave them my gun permit because it was right in the door. Then, I heard on the radio say, oh, I don't know what they said, but then I gave a second form of identification, which is not a form of identification. It just had my picture on it, and it had that, I was out working as a communication with the Bellsman. Not a Bellsman, a communication with the Bellsman. So then after that, the officer arrested me for imitating the Bellsman, which I wasn't doing. I let her know I wasn't doing any of that. At that time, I was on a phone with someone I know that was running from the law, but he was turning himself in. I was walking through the steps. Then, they arrested me, took me down, charged me with a felony for imitating the Bellsman. Now, at the court, I just got this trial over with. They dropped it down to a misdemeanor. I forgot the charge, but it's basically, the charge is saying I gave false identification. This is how they treat black people. I'm not going to lie. They gave me this crime because that crime that they charged me with, no one has ever been charged with that. No one has ever been charged with that. So when they gave it to me, they know that they was going to be charging me with a felony, and I wouldn't be able to, one, carry a gun. I wouldn't be able to work as a bellman. Let me tell you the trick to what they seen in my vehicle that made them do this. I had an AR in my vehicle. I had a Glock 9 in my vehicle. Not on me, in my vehicle. So when they did that, it was like they didn't care anything about me anymore. They charged me with that because they feared that I was a black man with a high point gun, a high, whatever you want to say. And the only thing they did was want to charge me. The officer didn't know that I was a big person that did a lot of community things. She didn't know that until I went to court. But I'm already charged with this big old felony crime for something where I was just parked on the side of the road on the phone talking to somebody. I wasn't doing any crime. I didn't commit any crime. But this is what black young men go through. It's called racism using the court system. Basically, that's all they're doing. And like our short say, they got their feet on our neck. That's what they are doing. I was charged with a felony for something that I was pulled aside the road talking to someone on the phone. That's what I was charged with. The reason I gave the second ID, which didn't mean nothing to me, but I have a thing on my record that shows if you get pulled over, you need to show two forms, not two forms ID, you need to show an ID and something that shows with your picture and name on it. That's what she said. But when she called in, she said, oh, I already know who you are. I didn't know that they have already went to my house looking for me for no reason. They have already been to my house before they arrested me. But, to keep myself out of the trouble, I pleaded to it, gave 6 months. I'm sorry, it was supposed to be a year on probation. Went through a gun safety class. Had nothing to do with what I was charged with. They sent me through a gun safety class. And I had to take another course. But this goes to show you that Black Lives Matter, and what I have been through myself. And every time I get stopped, I got 10 on my window because I have a medical condition. and requires the tent. It's on all my tags, my vehicles that I own. But you know, they don't give up. They say I never heard of that. You law enforcement's out here working, and you never heard of getting a medical condition for a tent? I get tickets for no reason. I get stopped for no reason because I got tent on my window and it's on the license plate when you run it. So as we say Black Lives Matter, we're not saying, you know, only black people lives matter, only if you're my skin, our lives matter. No. We're saying all lives matter, but our lives matter too. Like he said, Elshar said, take your feet off our neck. That's how I put it. So in life, we go through these things as a young black man that a white man would never go through. All white people know about it. Our friends know about it. Our colleagues know about it. People don't know about it. Right now, I'm owning my own business. And, you know, I'm doing my thing. I'm not breaking the law by doing it, but according to the law, they'll find a way to say you breaking the law. So I come from, you know, a poor family, what you want to call it, but I have done my part to make a difference in the community. You know, our young people, our youth. You know, it is what it is, but Black Lives Matter, it needs to change the way that they do things because our lives do matter. And thank you. I hope everyone has a good day. I know these marches are really trying to target and letting you know that black lives do matter. So let's make a difference. Instead of trying to breaking everything up, let's make a difference. What the National Guard is going to do. Stand with us and let us know you hear our cry. That's all we ask you. Black lives matter. Have a nice day.